Hi, today I am going to unbox a power supply unit, the Seasonic G850, which is 850 watts. So we'll have a look and see what's inside. Hi, I'm Andrea. Welcome to my channel. Right, okay, so again using my trusty Stanley knife, and we'll just open the box here. Again, always get a grown-up to do this for you. And yeah, so I remember my Blue Peter days. And so this is going to go into the PC that I'm building. And so I'm going to start the PC, and then I'll do, at the start of the video I'll say, or halfway through I'll say, and this is one I've done earlier. And so anyway, so yeah, so it's quite a fair weight to it. I think Seasonic, they're one of the best makes you can get for power supplies, and I think they make power units for other companies. I think possibly Corsair, I'm not sure. Maybe those who know can let me know in the comments. And anyway, so this has got 5-year warranty with it. I know you can get some that's got 10-year warranty and so on. I think the Corsair units were kind of not the one I wanted to get, was not readily available. An RM unit, I think some of the RMs or the RMIs or X's or something have got 10-year warranty on those. But anyway, you've got a little sort of manual with it as well, and you actually get you get a UK mains plug with this, because I'm in the UK, so that's really good. So we get 3 pins, which is always a good thing, because it's kind of like sort of safety there. We get sort of supposed to have quite a good safety on our UK power network. Supposed to be, I don't know. Anyway, we'll say we're better than the rest of the world. And yeah, so I don't know which country invented electricity or discovered electricity, I don't know. Was it Faraday, wasn't it? He was not English. And so yes, anyway, all these other people. So anyway, so we've actually got again, we get it's in this kind of padding here, which is yeah, sort of good enough. We've got, actually use the scissors this time on here, and do that, and we have, let's get static. So yes, you've got the nice logo on the side. It tells you all about the power unit as well, the voltage rails on here, and again you've got fan on there. Again, it's not a flashy unit, but you're not going to actually see it once it's inside the case. It's going to be hidden away. All you're going to see is the kind of the back part here, which you power switch on off here, which is set to the off position on there. But again, sort of Seasonic, sort of, it's not a modular unit. This unit, I think it cost about, I think it's about £90, I think, thereabouts. This unit was. So again, it's not a cheap unit at all, not a budget unit, and it is yeah. So it's 80 plus gold. So it's a gold rated power supply unit, so it's very good. So again, you're not paying for the fancy looks, you're paying for what's inside here, and of course a good unit will protect your components. There are lots of cheaper units out there, of course, but if you're doing a cheap build, then fine, maybe you want to use but don't use an ultra cheap unit. Always go for a good quality one. And again, it's got the power connectors on here, which I'll undo here, and we'll check the power connectors. I did check that it's got all the connectors that I need for the build, and again the cables sort of fairly good length on here. You've got your power cable here, your 24-pin power. It's got, unravel all these. Again, some people prefer the modular units because they can be neater. You only put in the cables that you need and not have all this spaghetti sort of thing like this. But then again, some people say, well, actually the non-modular ones have got a kind of better sort of connections on the electricity going through as well. So of course it's fans of both, of course. And this one has got PCI Express here, so it's got 4 PCI Express connectors here for a graphics card, so you can put in maybe up to the 2 graphics cards, and they split. They've got 6 and a 2, which make up 8. Of course, don't confuse those with your CPU connectors. Of course, they're 8-pin as well. Don't put one of those into the CPU and vice versa, because you'll end up blowing your components. And so yes, this has got 2 CPU connectors, which again split into 4 8 pins. They're split into 2 4s there, both of them, so which is good, because the motherboard that I've got, which I'll put over there, and which I did in another unboxing video, that one has got an 8-pin and it's got a 4-pin connector, so we needed to make sure that we've got the right connectors there. And then you've got SATA connectors here. There's 3 on this cable, and there's another 3 more on this cable as well. So you've got so 6 SATA ports, drives you can connect, and then of course it's got the Molex connectors as well, which is useful for older drives or various things that use the Molex connection. This has got 3 Molex connections. Of course, yes, you can get splitters, of course, to put if you need more Molex. You can put a splitter on there, and likewise you can probably get splitters for these as well, for the SATA ones. But again, it's probably not worth overloading your power supply. They're designed to take a certain amount of components, and of course, and then again, if you're going to use, well, if you're going to use more than 6 SATA drives, and you're going to use more than 3 Molex, and you're going to, you're going to really have a huge case, and of course you're going to actually have, you probably end up going through even more substantial power supply units, 1,000 watts or more, possibly, sort of 1,200, 1,500 watt units if you're going for real sort of or singing or dancing. But this 850 watts, it should be sufficient for majority of computer systems out there. I mean, if you're going for top of the range gaming rig, of course, then you're going to go for more power. But for kind of the general computers that most people will use, this is more than fine, more than adequate, powerful enough. And again, it's a fair weight, and it seems nicely made, nicely finished, sort of a matte black finish, slightly textured, so it matches the case that I've got as well. So yeah, so that will go into my case, and it's not too big either. It's just a standard ATX power supply. Some are a little bit longer, so if you've got a smaller case, this is ideal. This will go into a smaller case again, and it'll fit in there quite nicely. And again, not modular, but that doesn't really matter too much. You can hide the cables away inside the case, and I mean, some people must have or want modular units. It's nice to have, but it's not always necessary. It just depends if you've got a nice window on the side of the case, which I have for this case I'm using, of course, then it looks neater, but the cables will be hidden away anyway, and there's plenty of room to fold up the cables. And soft and modular cables, if you don't keep them with the case, you end up losing them, sort of thing. If you get untidy and you think, oh, where did I put that cable? Then you've got to go and order more cables. But yes, so basically, you've got the UK power supply, power cable with that, and it's sort of nice, compact ATX power supply unit. So it should go in just about all cases, all ATX and micro ATX cases. So anyway, I hope you found that useful, and you'll see it in action in the computer build coming up in future videos. And so see you all very soon, and please remember to like and subscribe. Okay, thank you all for watching. Bye. Thank you all for watching today's video. really enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to get notifications for future videos.